Today we're going to talk about bankruptcy, the different types of bankruptcy, and the waiting period from when you filed for bankruptcy and to when you can obtain a new loan. The different types of bankruptcy are as follows: a Chapter 7, a Chapter 11, and a Chapter 13. A Chapter 7 is when you have all your debt forgiven and you do not have to pay back any of it. This process from start to finish, from when you file to have it discharged, is about 3 months. A Chapter 13 is when you're put on a payment plan of more manageable payments of either, partially paying back your debt or paying it all back. This process and this time frame is about 3 to 5 years, depending on how your program is built. There is what's called a discharge and what's called a dismissal. A discharge is when you have completed the bankruptcy. A dismissal is when you have not completed that bankruptcy. So when you file, if you dismiss it, all that means is you filed but did not complete that bankruptcy. In this video here, I want to make it clear that this is in regards to a bankruptcy without a mortgage being included in the bankruptcy. So if you had a mortgage that was put in a bankruptcy, please contact me. I can go over it specifically with your scenario on if it follows the same guidelines, or if there is additional guideline that you might have to wait a little bit longer. To start out, I'm going to talk about a conventional loan. On a Chapter 7 with the conventional loan, the waiting period is 4 years from that discharge or dismissal. With a Chapter 13, it is 2 years from the discharge date or 4 years from the dismissal date. They make it 2 years on the discharge because you have a history of making those online payments. Next, with an FHA loan, on a Chapter 7, it is 2 years from the discharge date. And you either have had to opt out of obtaining new credit, so you chose not to open any new credit since that bankruptcy, or you had to have had established good credit after that bankruptcy. With the Chapter 13 with FHA, if you have completed all payments on time, you are then eligible for an FHA loan. So if it's a 3-year plan, after 3 years you're eligible. If it's a 5-year plan, after 5 years you're eligible. However, with the 13, they also give you an option. If you make payments on time for 12 months, with court approval, you can obtain financing for an FHA loan. So that's just something that you have to work out with your trustee, but you are eligible after making 12 months payments, besides waiting for the whole process. With an VA loan on a Chapter 7, the waiting period is 2 years, and then on a Chapter 13, it is 12 months from when you make, basically if you made 12 months on-time payments, you're then eligible with court approval, or once you have that Chapter 13 bankruptcy discharge, you're eligible then. Keep in mind, whether you're going conventional, FHA, or VA, or whatever the loan program is, banks do not like having lates during or after that bankruptcy. So if you've opened new credit and then went late, even if it's 30 days, banks just don't like that. Nor do they like collections if you've had a bankruptcy and you obtain that collection after that discharge or during. It also applies with tax liens or judgments. So just be aware of that. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm more than willing to go over your specific scenario to make sure that you're getting ready to obtain financing.